Hold on. And yes, we do.
Or wait, I have that on my. I just got another spot me boost from Chris.
Sorry, everybody. She has communication to do.
And I'll just.
Give us a moment.
It's gonna be after.
I love you so much, baby.
You too, Dork.
I'm a dork. He calls me dork. The audacity of him calling me a dork. You're the dork, sir. Ah, you stepped on my shoes, my foot, sir. No. Baby, stop. I'm live. Hey, baby, please. Hey, this is getting kinky. This is not that type of stream. That is not that type of stream. No. Go. Do your foreplay somewhere else.
That's not foreplay. It's tickling.
Mm-hmm.
It's torture for you. I know.
Just pretend you all did not see that.
See what will happen.
Exactly.
Okay, I think I'm confused. Okay, anyway, so announcement.
What's
Who
up,
wants to do it?
everybody?
How y'all doing? Fairy Dragon Child here, and the amazing other way, that way. Amazing host.
Packer
Sorry.
Dude in the house.
Things are a little strange right now. All right. So, heads or tails? You want to do the announcement or me? How about you? If you want to. I don't know.
Well, I could say part of it, and you could mention the rest of it, since
Okay.
you did create it.
Okay.
So, guys, we have something really big going on right now. We did something very big yesterday, and I'm going to hand it over to Fairy Dragon Child to talk about it.
Okay, so yesterday, a joint YouTube was made, so that way we can start streaming on there for the Packer Dude Show and FTC's talk show. I mean, it's really super exciting, and being able to get the word out there. And I did not. I did, didn't I? Did I? I think I was talking about somebody else. I did. I'm so sorry, Packer Dude. I mentioned somebody else just now. I'm over here losing my brain cells for a brief moment. Excuse me. So Packer Dude and I have a joint YouTube. I'm over here just getting you mixed up with one of my moderators. One of my other moderators.
Actually, no. You've said Packer Dude the whole time, so you're good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought I made a slip up.
Nope.
Okay. My brain's a little really super out of it today. It's been rough. Let's just say that it's been rough.
She had a little incident yesterday that will not be
I would
mentioned.
call it a hard reset. We could totally call it a hard reset because my brain decided to leave and forgot to take me with. Packer Dude, would you like to finish the announcement?
Yes. So, as mentioned, we are working on the joint channel. We don't have much on there right now because, well, we do have one stream, and that is because we are still working on getting our other streams moved over there, and right now one of them is having trouble uploading for some reason.
Beat it with a hammer. Doesn't count unless there's witnesses.
That is true.
I love you too.
Now, this joint channel does not mean that our main channels are going anywhere.
That's correct.
We are still keeping the main channels, but they will be used for other things.
So Also, there's a couple other projects that
Dennis, Montana.
huh? There's a couple other projects that I'm currently working on. I believe I've talked with Packer Dude about it a couple of times. But pardon me for a moment. Sorry. Getting over some pretty bad hay fever. I'm working on getting one of my books signed with Webnovel, and hopefully everything works out. I have to keep up with the algorithm, which so far so good for the most part. Last week I had to submit an author's note because there was a lot of personal stuff going on, so I'm not going to get into too much of that, but I did a little bit of author's note just to kind of keep up with the algorithm at the very least.
Speaking of algorithm, huge shout out to YouTube. They have started pushing my videos out onto their main page. When I was scrolling through the main page, I actually found 4 of my videos on the main page.
That's
4
so
of my
awesome.
videos from my main channel.
That's so awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. So again, thank you to YouTube for that. I'm glad to see that my videos are finally making it out there, and the even more awesome thing is they have hardly any views on them.
It's still, oh, thank you, baby. It's still something, and it's a really good, look at that chicken sandwich. A really good place to start, and that is so awesome that you were making it out there. I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked by a cat that put a straw in her mouth.
One thing you should know, Fairy Dragon Child has some very peculiar fur babies.
Peculiar is a way to put it. Pain in the butts? Yeah, most definitely. Did I curse at all in this stream so far?
Nope.
Okay, because I'm really trying. Wait, what?
I can start it.
No, you will not. I'll promise you, my love. My love. Child. Boy. You may be cute, you may be attractive, you may be handsome, and you may be the love of my life, but I promise you I'll still put you in that corner. Hey, excuse you?
Hobble your way over here.
Hobble my way over. I married a very ornery human being.
The stream is going very well so far.
So this was supposed to be a little bit of a Q&A, but this is currently, sir? Yes? Uh-huh.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a Q&A, but I can tell
it's not going to be. It's not going to be. But this is streaming on my vlog channel, and that I did want to start putting these streams on my vlog channel rather than like where I post my TikToks and stuff. But I do want to answer. There were a couple of questions because I was supposed to stream on YouTube, and I just decided, I don't wanna.
Well, we are streaming on YouTube.
Well, I meant my other channel, my vlog, my TikTok channel. I sound like I'm going through puberty right now. I don't know if okay, so I don't remember all her questions. Oh wait, I have them right here. Okay, they haven't fully deleted yet.
Okay, so let me point something out. In her previous stream, in the stream before she deleted it, she did say that she would be willing to answer personal questions, but I am not going to do that because I do not give away defining information. So.
Yeah. And the personal questions are going to be limited on what you are allowed to ask. And if I decide that I don't want to ask it, do not push it, or you'll get warnings before you get blocked. Ultimately.
Yes, we will be fair for this one, so it'll be
asking me where I live.
Warning
is a no-go. I will not tell you where I live. You do not need to know that.
Hold on, let me go over our punishment system. So, since we're still getting into things with this. We are going to be lenient for at least the stream, so it'll be a warning, timeout, and then you will be gone.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
And like I said, like there's certain questions that you're not going to be allowed to ask. Like if you ask me how long I've been married for, how long my husband and I have known each other, that's fine. Sorry, I just had a hiccup. Asking like where I live or anything like that, then no, out. Bye bye. Not happening. You okay?
And since for some reason StreamYard does not allow timeouts, I will have to switch to my phone so I can delete the message.
All right. So there. Oh wow. She has 4 questions. Huh?
So there is a.
Hold on. Let me mute. Okay. Go ahead.
There's a cookie dough flavored whiskey
Cookie dough flavored whiskey.
mixed with cream soda.
That's just weird.
Okay, now we gotta try that. Cookie dough flavored whiskey mixed with orange soda. Sounds actually pretty good.
Now let's hope you don't get a strike, because I don't think you're allowed to make alcohol references on YouTube.
I mean, so long as I'm not drinking, it should be fine.
I guess only one way to find out.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not gonna say her real name. It's a really long name, but she goes by that TikTok girl on the clock app. That is a mouthful. So I'll just call her that TikTok girl just because that's like half the name right there on the clock app.
And, and also, we will only be referencing you by your YouTube names to respect your privacy.
Yeah, and this girl, like, I've known her for years. She's one of my closest friends. We were friends back when I was still a minor. I was like 14, 15, and originally I was kind of the babysitter / friend, confidant, whatever. And eventually she just became like family to me. So these are her questions right now. So as you probably already know, or don't know, I have stalkers, and they are insane in the membrane. And currently they've been deleting a lot of my comments, or not comments, but content that it literally exposes them, because I'm talking about everything that they've done to me, everything that they put me through, everything that they've even sent to me. And I woke up to my phone just exploding, absolutely just going off today. And
with emails from YouTube, I'm guessing.
Not just that, but like people sending me stuff, because I find it very convenient that she was pushing all that time to get one of my channels suspended, and then like taking down all the videos that I was putting up to talk about my side, talk about what she's been doing and how I'm a survivor and everything. And now all of a sudden I looked at some of it. I didn't see all of it, but she's talking about me. Like her and him are talking about me. And they're giving a lot of misinformation about what they're talking about. But I know as soon as I like clap back, they're going to probably take it down.
So that is why we're going to try to just ignore it and.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because now now that TikTok girl's questions will make sense. So the first one is, I have several questions. The stalker made a whole stream about you last night with the abusive douchebag. So I saw a little bit of it, and immediately it was just a lot of misinformation, a lot of how they were supposedly the victims and this, that, and the other. She wants to know what is the story with me and Shan in my living room, something about flashing bits and condoms. Okay, so that one I actually remember. At the time, I was working at a candy store, and I had people come to my house that were like friends that lived in the the apartment complex, and they would come and hang out. And I say friends because, like, I mean, we were friends, but like we just kind of drifted away. Like, no issues happened. It was just like I moved away, and we just didn't really stay in contact, if that makes sense. But so with Shan and the condom thing, so one of those friends that were, usually hanging out and stuff, was actually one of the complex kids. His mom was already well aware. I actually paid him to babysit my dogs, Panda and Stilo. Because at the time, I needed somebody to be able to take out my dogs, walk them every couple hours, and make sure that they had food and water, and clean out the litter boxes if they needed to be cleaned, which most of the time they didn't, and I usually did it. But I was paying him, like, I mean, he was getting pretty good money from me. I'm not going to disclose his name because he is, I believe, still a minor. I'll eat later. Like, I'll eat after the stream. Okay, that's fine. So Shan was one of those friends. I was at work, and I had my phone like in the back room, and I was the only one in the store at the time, which wasn't uncommon. Usually there's only one person in the store unless you're training, or unless there's like a manager that will sometimes, be there. I was a store opener, and my phone is just blowing up off the hook. I had even tried to silence my phone at one point, and then it started, calling. It started calling the store phone. My boss at the time was there. She was there for half the day, and unfortunately, my bad luck, she came when my phone was blowing off the fucking hook. And I mean, it was bad. She's like, "Do you need to get that? Do you need to get that?" And I was like, "No, it's fine, because I wasn't supposed to be on my phone at all. That's why it's always left in the back room." But between Cherokee blowing up my phone, the person that dog sit for me, he was, I'll call him, I need a nickname to call him. I'll call him Ducky. I'll call him Ducky. So I called Ducky, or Ducky called me. He was one of the people that were blowing up my phone. Shan started blowing up my phone. And like two other people started blowing up my phone. And I had already gotten several text messages from them, both Instagram, Facebook, regular text message, phone calls, like anything and everything. Even my Snapchat was blowing up. And it got to the point that I had to get on my phone a couple of times and to see what was going on. And I found out that Shan had exposed her bottom half of herself in front of a minor, and was even putting condoms in her pants, and would even like blow them up and put them in her pants. And Ducky had clear view of it. And Shan is gender fluid. They go by they, them. So I hope I didn't call her she. If I did, like, my mistake, my apologies to Shan. But they would take off their corsets in my living room while there was Ducky sitting there. And Ducky, I think, was like 13 at the time. And she was just like exposing herself. She'd even go to the bathroom downstairs, because I had a townhome. And I had like a little half bath right before you reached like a little mini hallway that had like a closet on this side. And then I was storing washers and dryers for my adopted mom at the time. And it was like supposed to be the dining room that led into the kitchen. Well, she would just go to the bathroom with the door wide open, while Ducky would be sitting right across where my recliners were in my apartment. And it was getting pretty bad. He wound up telling his mom. His mom got involved. His mom was absolutely livid. Like, she started blowing up my phone. Oh, this is what you allow at your house. This is like, you think this is okay to have she was 27 at the time, like a 27-year-old flash her bits in front of a minor. Da 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 da. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to get you put in jail, especially for safety of a minor. Just started going off on me. And I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? Okay, hold on. I'm still at work. Like, let me get off. Like, I get off here soon. Let me get home. Let me figure it out. His mom is blowing up the horn, just livid. And I start blowing up at Cherokee. I start blowing up at Cherokee's friend. I start blowing up at Shan. I'm like, at this point, I'm losing my mind because I'm just about to, like, my boss is getting pissed. And I'm having to keep my phone in the back room because I cannot bring it out on the sales floor. So by the time I get home, I'm just like super just annoyed, done with it. I come home and I'm screaming. Just as I walked in through the door, I start screaming at Shan for exposing herself in front of a minor, for doing inappropriate things and touching herself like outside of her clothes, but like still being super inappropriate with a minor. And I'm not going to lie, like, I got mad and I pushed her and she went into the TV and I was telling her to get out of my house, get out of my house, get out of my house. And I had moved to the side because how my living room was set up, there was recliners over where the bar was, like the breakfast bar. And then there was my wooden coffee table that was kind of like in the middle of my living room. And then there was my TV and I was standing over by the table, allowing her to be able to exit the house, and she was just sitting there and she just kept apologizing. And my ex had walked in and he didn't really care. He just continued to go up the stairs. And I remember Cherokee was there. She was standing like off to the side, like over where the bathroom was for downstairs. And she was just standing there, just staring the entire time, just staring. And I was continuously screaming at Shan that she didn't need to be exposing herself to a minor, putting condoms in her pants, taking off their binder, in front of a minor in my living room, especially with the windows open even more. I was just going off and I was like, Shan, you're literally I get that you're they, them, but you still have a female body and you're showing your nether regions to a minor. That's not even age of consent. And they just kept apologizing and apologizing. I was like, no, dude, you need to go. So I continued to stand off to the side. So, still telling her, get out, because she had like a good amount of feet to leave. Like, she had an entire walkway to move past me and go outside. And she was like, I didn't think it was a big deal. And I was like, dude, his mom is about to call the cops on me because you decided to put a condom in your pants, because you were showing your bits, because you're going to the bathroom with the door open, because you're exposing your chest after removing your binder in front of a minor and saying and doing inappropriate things around a minor. I could get in trouble for this because this is my home. And hold on real quick.
work with us. She's going through a lot right now.
No, it's fine. It's frustrating, but it's fine. I just got a. I don't want to get into it because the court case is still going, but basically, we're gonna be there a little longer than what we wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and add you to this the group chat if you're okay with that on Messenger on Facebook. Are you okay with that?
Just as long as Miss, isn't in it.
God no. Why the hell would she be in there? I especially don't talk to my biological sisters. I don't even consider them family. I just have to admit that they're related to me. I even barely do that.
Hopefully I didn't just get myself spotted by her by saying that.
No, you're fine. Like I said, don't post about her and you'll be fine. I'm dying a little bit. Okay, so back to what I was saying. What did I leave off with? That's right. So anyway, I went to step forward to Shan and basically tell her that she was like this big old POS for like what she did, and now I had to like tell his mom like I didn't know this was going on because I was at work, and my ex had came up and like forcefully grabbed me backwards, and I was like, let me go, like seriously, let me go, there's no issues here. And I told everybody to just like leave, get out of my house. And I didn't tell anybody that they could stay. I was just like, get out of my house, just get out of my house. And Cherokee, who was like standing off in the distance still, was acting like a scared little duckling before she just finally like left with Shan. And Justin was like, oh, there was no need for that. And I was like, dude, though there was definite need because she exposed herself to a minor, and now his mom's like livid. So I had to go because her apartment was not far from us at all. So I had to go talk to Ducky's mom and be like, I'm sorry that happened. I really didn't know. Like I was at work. Like I was still in my work uniform when this all went down. And I was like, I really didn't know, and I'm so sorry, and it won't happen again. So that was how Shannon and I no longer became friends. Oh, for the love of God. Give me a sec.
So Cameron.
We are just going to pretend that you guys did not hear that lady. I don't know who all will watch the replay, but anyone that does, just pretend that you heard nothing.
That is a lot of stress. Okay, so I'm not giving out too much detail, but things just got a lot less. So we don't have to worry about driving up there. Summoning to anal.
Okay, guys. Since we're not really getting any engagement in here, I think.
Okay, I just said that on live. I'm so glad. Like, I hope that wasn't loud. But I still wanted to address some of these comments real quick. But anyway,
okay.
So
go ahead.
I'm just gonna like break it down super fast. So anyway, that's how Shannon and I are no longer friends. Like, I still wish the best for them. I still hope that they have a very long, healthy life, and I hope that they get everything that that they want in life. I find it very odd though that Justin is the only ex that has like caused me so much issues after the breakup, and his crazy ass wife. Because anybody else that I've ever dated and their significant others, I'm either friends with or like there's no beef. We're all just kind of doing our own little thing. So it's very strange to me. And again, the timing of me posting about my side, getting the truth out there, showing the evidence, her taking it down, getting me for falsified copyright, to all of a sudden now she's talking out. If that makes sense. All right. So the next question is, did I agree to a polyamorous relationship? No. I personally would never, ever, ever in a million trillion years agree to a polyamorous relationship. I don't like have a problem with it. I don't have issues with people that are in a poly relationship. It's not for me. I believe that a relationship is between two people. I am bisexual, but that doesn't mean like, oh yeah, I can have my guy and I can have my girl. Like, no. If I'm dating that one person, I'm dating that one person. I'm not looking for a whole freaking trio. It's not something that I'm into. I don't like I noticed that they started saying that I agreed to it as kind of a way to kind of cover up the fact that they cheated, and they were messing around even inside the house and having relations in the house while I was there trying to be sneaky. But again, I could never agree to a polyamorous relationship. Their story is that I agreed to it so long as he came home to me and I was the main bitch. But no, that sounds dumb to me. Like, I don't understand it. I could never agree to it. I would never agree to it. It just seems like too much energy. And honestly, I'm self-conscious as a person. I'm the type of person where if somebody's in a relationship with me, oh, well, you can like leave me and find somebody else. And especially after the breakup, Justin said that I was nothing more than supposed to be a one-night stand. And he played me for almost 2 years. And he had the nerve to say that I was nothing more than a game. So it really messed with my head. So you can even ask my husband. I'm over here like, I know that, you can find better than me, but I appreciate that you still stay around. And he's just like, I fucking love you. Shut up. Okay, so the other one is they also plan to make a part 2, and I have more LOL. Okay, so that's not a question. Oh, okay, they plan to make a second. Okay, I get it. There were other questions.
They're planning to do a second stream to.
I mean, let them. It'll look bad on their end, and I will just continue to get the truth out there some way or somehow. Other questions is, why do you respond to her? Well, that's actually pretty simple. So I have gone through a lot with everything that they have put me through. They have told me that God doesn't love me, so I have miscarriages. God doesn't love me, and my kids didn't want me, so they yeeted themselves out of my uterus. They have told me that my dead parents hate me. They've attacked me for being a rape victim. They've attacked me for the fact that I've like endured sexual abuse and survived it. They've attacked me for nearly everything and said the most inhumane things that I have ever heard. And they do it all with a smile on their face, and then they want to try and play a victim. And they want to almost discredit what I've lived through. They have targeted me just for the fact that I'm autistic. I'm high functioning autistic. I do have disabilities, and they go after me for it. And then they had gone after me in the past for the fact that I was receiving disability. And then they told me that I was just lazy and fat and didn't want to work, so I'd rather live off the government. Which, I mean, going after a disabled person for receiving SSI, a very thing that's there for, doesn't really look kosher on their end. Another question is, Cherokee brought up that you had said, okay, they did not do well typing. Sorry. So this, that, and the mix pot says, that's actually a unique name, says, Cherokee said that you had joked about rape when it came to Justin, something about him lying there and taking it. and saying that if you were an actual victim, you'd never joke like that. Okay, so that's never happened. I would never say that, and that sounds actually very disgusting and disturbing all at once. Like, I would fear for my safety. So I have never said anything along that lines, nor do I ever joke about rape, for the simple fact that it honestly would even trigger me. I have okay, this is kind of a TMI moment, but I have, a lot of trauma that a lot of problems that stem from trauma that make it to where just even my sex drive, like I feel like something's wrong with me. If I get like those urges, I feel like something is wrong with me, and I feel sick to the stomach sometimes. So there's times that I can't partake in that activity, which I'm very blessed that my husband, is still here and he still loves me, and he's still willing to kind of deal with the broken pieces of me. It is honestly it is honestly a blessing because there's also certain things that I cannot do at all, because it brings back just a lot of that trauma. It brings back during the times of the abuse and stuff. So I am offended that was said, honestly, but she's definitely said a lot worse and accused me of a lot worse. But no, that never happened. That never occurred. That never happened. And honestly, that just kind of makes me sick. So the other question is, are you really 30? Because she keeps saying that you are a pressed 30-year-old and saying that she won and she's only 22. I'm not 30, actually. I'm not 30. I will be in a couple of years. Yeah, in a few years. I'm not far from it. It definitely isn't a it's not a insult. Honestly, it's really not. She knows how old I am. She knows that I'm actually not that much older than her husband. I'm actually like I'm actually only a year and 1 month older than him. Like a year and 1 month and 10 days, I believe. But that's not an insult to me. So the other question is from Lisa. I can't say your last name, mainly because I can't pronounce it. She's asking, what are my favorite colors? Oh, good. Finally a break. So I actually have several favorite colors. So I like blue, purple, black, green, orange. I really like orange, the different types of oranges. I really like smoky gray. So like black, grays, reds, greens, browns, oranges, and purples. Like, I really like those. All right, let's go ahead and cut it from here and let's go on to the next one.
All right, guys, you heard her request, and as we mentioned earlier, we are going to be giving you guys another stream, so if you want to hop over to our other channel and join us, the channel name is Packer Dude and Fairy Dragon Child. If you have not subscribed there and you want to catch us, sorry, I cannot English.
He can't English today. He's tripping over his own tongue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's calling me?
Daddy.
Oh, you?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to meet you on the other stream and just give me 1 sec.
Okay. Actually, I wanted to talk to you for a
1 second.
minute after I wrap this up.
All right.
So,
All right, just let me talk to my sister real quick.
all right, that's fine.
All right, let's go ahead and end the cast.